Okay, I'm doing some plasma cutting. Get a bit more of this thing done. I'm going to try and do some work on the fixture. So, give me a second to get my gloves and mask and gear on. You'll see what I've been making. This is a bit of a different method. I'm going to have to do this stage with a little bit of eyeball and handwork, and a little bit of milling as well. We'll see how it all works out. Using a straight edge. Always use a straight edge. I've got a shaky hand. So, always use a template. More cuts to do on that, and it'll start to look like something. Okay, I've cut a couple of bits. Just going to weld them together, just tack them together initially. I should do that. Haven't got the luxury of my TIG welder here. But, I only need some tacks on those. Just let them cool a little bit and the slag will pop off, I think. I'll let them cool and show you the shape of them. Okay, I've got these bits that I cut with the plasma cutter from 1/2 inch plate. A couple of lines on them and just tack welded them together along the bottom edge. What I'm going to try and do now is mill these radii here, maybe down to this line here. I use this for a reference, or close to it, to get the sort of profile of the fixed jaw along there. So we'll go over to the mill and see what colours we can find and what we can do. Let's see what we can see here. Got set up in the mill, got a kind of a reference line across the bottom here, just nipped in the jaws. I'm just going to level off the top initially. It's the best cutter I could find. It's close to the radius I need actually to make this radius here. So we'll do a little bit of work, see how it goes. It's not the sharpest tool in a box, as they say, but yeah, it might do on this stuff. It's not complaining. Take another couple of cuts until it's square there. Yeah, it's not complaining at all there. Make sure it's staying square in the vise. I'll take a couple more cuts and that'll be the top leveled off. See if we can get the radius. I think the next thing I'm going to be investing in is some kind of camera mount. Hope you can see what's going on here. I'm just going to take the final cut. I ground out all the hard spots from the plasma cutter, set him up, and I'm just going to ease this cutter in just for a final pass and try and end up with that nice sort of bullet-like radius. Start lowering the knee as I get close to the radius to take some of the load off the cutter. We've ended up there with, yeah, you can't see it, see it better there. It's something close to the shape we want. I need to just go here just by hand. I'm just going to feed up by hand and nip that little edge off there. Might even do it with the grinder. It's meant to replicate a casting. In fact, I'm going to take that out there and have a good look at it, see how we're doing. Well, I've just blended this little bit here with the grinder, and I think you'll agree this is beginning to look like the not unattractive shape of a bullet moving jaw. Fixed jaw, sorry. Now my method in leaving this big chunk on this end here is what I'm hoping. If I just machine this face here, having ground out any hard spots from the welding and the plasma cutting, parallel to this reference line here, I can get this into my 4-jaw chuck, rotate it in the lathe somewhat like this, and with a boring bar cut this radius here that fits on top of the bullet and probably face this end off as well. But yeah, I've done the little anvil piece on the jaw in one go, so there's my little sort of anvil part and there's the fixed jaw. I've got a plan for this bit that goes on here, it's kind of hard to explain to form the jaw itself, so I hope that will come to fruition in the next day or two and I'll be able to show you. There we have two bits together. Just going to be machined down somewhere like that to dimension, faced off on the end, and it will eventually sit on top there. I think I can still hold it by this, then once that welding is done there I can finish the bore inside here and probably machine out this little radius here. Yeah, should work I think.